poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. Now, as I always say, you get two choices. The ability to settle in the life that has been faithfully set out for you, or the ability to pave the path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that if you have a picture of what your life should be like physically, like what you can see, you'll be easily tricked by what people have and not who they truly are. You feel me? And this is just through life experience, baby. You feel me? And during that line of getting pushed in by maybe how a person's life look physically, materialistically, you can be sucking yourself into a life of misery with somebody who's really a demon behind the scenes. You feel me? They just did that to get you sucked in. That was all part of their trick, their manipulation. Listen, people who can never look at their own injustices and their own issues have an easier time getting out their own insecurities on others. You know what I'm saying? So the easiest victims are the ones that are highly empathetic. You know what I'm saying? That can basically feel what others feel. You feel me? Those are the ones we target because they're going to stay around longer, you feel me, than somebody who's just like us would. You feel me? Because we're going to get mirrored to us, our inconsistencies, and we're going to run away. Now, a person who's empathetic, they're going to stay around for a very long time because, again, it's the same for people who are empathetic. Oftentimes, they feel what others are feeling. They have over empathy for others, but they're not able to look at their own wounds themselves and understanding the fact that maybe this person may be using you for a good aspect or character about yourself that they don't have. You know what I'm saying? So, again, growing up in the era I grew up in, 16, 17, listen, it was everything to be walking in a liquor store or walking to the store. And I'm going to just be real. You see a nigga on deuces, on rims. He got a candy-coated car. You feel me? He got a wad of money. And he's sitting in his car smoking his weed. And he basically signaled you out the whole time you were walking to the store. You feel me? And as soon as you come out, he holla at you real quick. You're enticed by the illusion of what he has. You don't know who this man is from a can of paint. You feel me? He's putting on a whole mask because his mind is, I'm going to finesse you to help me still obtain this lifestyle. You just don't know it yet. You feel me? Because I'm going to make you think I want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all exchange numbers. His whole mind now is to trick you into believing everything he say. He call you every day on the phone, you feel me? You giggly and laughing. Y'all fall asleep until, you feel me, nighttime on the phone. You feel me? And then once he got you brainwashed enough into believing what he say, he'll pick you up, take you out to eat, make you feel good. You feel me? And then he'll ask you to do something you against. You say no. He gets very upset. You ignore that for the simple fact you just like the lifestyle of what he can provide. That's the only thing you're looking at. You're not looking at the fact that this man just got mad because you said no. You have the right as a human to say no. That level of anger that you've seen right there is not something you should ignore. It's actually something you should pay attention to. Excuse my language, fuck the car, fuck the money, you feel me? Fuck what he got home. None of that matters now. Once you see that initial angry level when you told them no, you feel me? I promise you, the more you stay stuck in that, the worse it's gonna get. Because that should have been a key indication right there. You feel me? Say y'all only been talking for a few weeks. You go out to eat. He worried about who you talking to, who's on your phone. You feel me? Key factor you should pay attention to. Because again, very possessive. You feel me? In the beginning. I'm talking about right in the beginning, because a person that puts on a facade to will you in, it won't be long before their true colors start to show, because their whole idea is to just manipulate you into following what they want for their own gain. So they can't hold the facade for a long time. So if you experience that behavior within the first few weeks, I promise you, that's really them for real. I need you to understand, forget about the money, forget about the car, forget about the lifestyle, and think about the type of person you're dealing with. Because the more the honeymoon stage starts to evaporate and you get comfortable, the more the outbursts are going to level up. You know what I'm saying? And the more they level up, it could get to a point, they know not what they do, that he seriously hurts you in some type of way. You feel me? Because you couldn't see the signs firsthand. Because you were mesmerized by the lifestyle, boo. That means entirely nothing if the person is not genuine behind the lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying, you feel me, don't have no money, don't go after all the things you want. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, it's a right way to go about it. You feel me? Without being sucked into a trap. You know what I'm saying? And for men, this goes both ways. I don't know why they got us thinking that men should hate women, women should hate men. It's competition between women, and men. No. This goes for men as well. If you are mesmerized by what a female has on and her body parts and how good she looks, you know what I'm saying? The only thing she might have available for you is intercourse. She might not can't give you nothing after that, which means you're going to be paying for her whole lifestyle. So if you, for some reason, lose your money or you go broke, I promise you, she is going to give you hell. Because her whole reality was fixed on, you feel me, her giving you her most vulnerable part of herself for the money. She didn't care about loving you. She didn't care about being there for you. All she cared about was the fact that you got attracted by, excuse my language, some big titties and a big ass and sexy, you feel me, tattoos or whatever, that you didn't take the time to actually get to know the person. Because her whole mission was to suck you in by that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as she got you in, she gonna manipulate you, finesse you, twist you out of everything you got. You feel me? So don't go broke, because when you do, I'm gonna give you hell until you get back on your shit. Because you gotta think about it. Both of y'all mirroring each other's wounds. So she ain't gonna leave you right away. She gonna say everything she can to you to try to help you go get that bag. Even though you could be stressing. You feel me? Behind the scenes trying to keep up. You feel me? But when all the things she's telling you ain't working and you ain't bringing that money in, she gonna leave. Now you feeling like, damn, what did I do? You feel me? Because you fell for the physical image and not the person. You feel me? She was basically willing you in because of that. I'm not against drinking. I'm not against smoking. But a person who contribute a lot of their life to that, it's something they not willing to admit. It's something they hiding behind. And that could be the very downfall of their relationships. You feel me? The people they come in contact with. The way they move. You feel me? So pay attention to that. It feels good. You feel me? It helps us get our mind off of what's really real. So again, I feel like everything in moderation. You feel me? It should never be consistent. A person should never need something to survive. Because if they do, that is a red flag. You should pay attention to that. And it's not to knock anybody or put anybody down. It's just to help us grow as people. And if we never knew the signs, you feel me? Your person closest to you could be your worst enemy. You feel me? And you don't even know. Because you don't know the signs. You feel me? Listen, and I honestly believe in growth and growing. And I'm a firm believer in the fact that if the universe wants people to come back into your life, they will. But they have to actually take the time to grow. And that's something that's on them. You can only focus on you. You feel me? Because if I was to hate on somebody else for not growing, that means I would really hate on myself for real. I'm judging me. Because the only reason why I was cool with them is because I had a bond somewhere in my soul with them. So I can't put them down because they are me. But at the same time, if you're constantly giving people chances and they not growing, you need to leave. Because maybe their growing is going to be without you. And maybe their growing is going to be without you forever. You feel me? That's just what it is. But when you're not attached to people, places, or things, it doesn't affect you in no way. You feel me? It's just when you're attached, your life is over because they leaving. You don't know what to do because they didn't left. You feel me? But again, this just goes for people in general. Stop falling for the picture that's right in front of your eyes. And take time to go slow. Get to know a person. You feel me? Get to figure them out first. And sometimes it takes time, but I promise, a person can only hide their true selves for so long. You will get the red flags. It's just up to you if you're going to read into that or you're going to ignore them. That's where the issue is. You feel me? And you have a right to leave and to let them go. Now, if the person feels like they got a true candidate, they going to say whatever they can to try to get you to stay. When you seen the red flags, they know they got them red flags too. They just thought they picked out the perfect empathetic person. So they're going to finesse and trick your mind to get you to stay because they know they got red flags. They just know that those red flags may also be in you too. You feel me? So you're going to stay around longer than I need you to because you also got red flags too. It's crazy. It's weird, but it's a real thing. You feel me? And listen, don't let no one drag you down, baby. Don't let no one, you feel me, suck you into their fantasy life. Don't be controlled or manipulated by what people got. A person's true character will stay the same at all times. You know what I'm saying? And if for some reason it flips or the other side of them comes out, do not ignore that. Take that very serious. You feel me? Even though it happens very rarely, that is the most important key component you got to pay attention to. Because it's something they're trying to hide, and they're trying to hide it so good so that when it does start to show full value, you'll already be sucked in. So you'll ignore it. You feel me? Listen, but it's killing you though. It's a weird game that people like to play. I'm not playing no more. I'm not playing. And you shouldn't either. You feel me? Life is too short. I think everybody from my era, we getting older, we ain't getting no younger. You feel me? And not only that, our souls wounds passed down to the babies. We should want more than fancy clothes and jewelry for these babies. You feel me? We're raising them right when we give them values and we tell them, you feel me, what to expect in the world. Not necessarily the newest Jordans. You feel me? Not necessarily the newest gold chain. You feel me? Not hiding your emotions and hiding your feelings and getting involved in toxic substances. You feel me? That's not preparing them for life. That's going to be their downfall. You feel me? Listen, it's about time we flip this. You feel me? In reverse. Not for the benefit of just me, but for the benefit of everybody. You feel me? Because again, I'm finna be 37, and half of my life was lessons, but I was dying. I was dying as I was learning them lessons, and then I couldn't figure out why. I'm at the most peace I've ever been in my life because my physical reality is not my mental state. You feel me? I'm not in a prison in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's peaceful. I don't get triggered and upset by what most people do. You feel me? And listen, it's not something that was awarded mysteriously. I had to put in the work for this shit. If you really knew what I had to go through behind the scenes, a lot of people would be like, damn, we would not be able to be in your shoes. Just like when people tell me about their life, I be listening like, listen, hey, honey, you did that. Because I don't know what it would feel like to be in your shoes because that's not my life. But I'm not going to put you down for it. I'm not jealous of where you got to in your life or overcame. You feel me? I'm proud of you. You feel me? I'm going to pat you on the back and tell you keep going. You feel me? But listen, in a world where we've been taught everything is scarce, everything is limited, everything is a little bit. Can't nobody have this. Only people can have this. People act a certain way towards other people, especially in my culture. We've been taught to believe that it's only a little bit for everybody. Only a little bit. You feel me? So everybody jealous and, you feel me, envious of each other. That's dumb. We all make the world go round. We all play a part in it together. You feel me? That's the only way it flows. Without your special asset, it won't flow. Without my special asset, it won't go. without whatever you do, it can't go forward. The train gonna stop, and we're gonna have to find somebody else to replace that spot with your quality and your asset. You feel me? Because only you could bring it to the table. I don't know why you over here in my cup of coffee, and you got your own assets. I see them every day. You feel me? But again, you can't look at yourself. So before I get too off topic, understanding and realizing that the littlest spazzes, the littlest anger issues, the littlest, you feel me, being told no, you feel me, the over possessiveness so soon is actually really them. Do not get tricked and don't believe it because you're too enamored by the lifestyle. You feel me? You're too sucked in by what they have and what they got. You feel me? Because listen, I'm telling you, you can kill who you are and have all the money in the world and be dying at home. You feel me? Internally. That listen, never. I ain't gonna go out like that. You feel me? For real. You need to be peaceful, be happy. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really just stop ignoring emotions and feelings for the life that we want to live, and we think by following someone else to help us get it. Maybe what you're going through and your own level of lessons is for you and your bloodline and your generation to experience. You know what I'm saying? You have to go through it the way you're going through it for you. And who knows where it will take off or land to. But if you're trying to follow someone else, that can lead you to your demise sooner than if you stayed on your own railroad track. You feel me? Listen, I'm telling you, I see it all the time. It's easy between the stages of 16 and 19 where you're developing mentally yourself from not being a baby and being monitored to finally figuring out who you are. So a person that's older could come in easily and mind control you to believe that what they're saying is the truth, and they ain't even lived that much life. It's just they got through that initial phase of trying to discover themselves, and they never got to the point where they discovered who they are, but it was easier to control others. The younger you are, the better. You feel me? Because you don't know who you are yet. So it's easy for me to manipulate you into believing what I want you to believe. And you will not go against it because you think that I'm superior. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild. It's many. It's insane. It's how a lot of little girls get lost in this world. You feel me? Because they be thinking what they being told is Queen Tut. Listen, I don't care how bad your family may be. Stick with them until it's time for you to leave the nest. You know what I'm saying? Because whether how mean they are to you, the things that they were taught that they didn't pass, those are going to be the only ones at your funeral if something happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Not these people on the street. You feel me? But I get how it's so easy to go after the lifestyle and what they have. That people is out here presenting that to people who can be easily mind controlled. You know what I'm saying? You're so finessed and enamored by what I have. You're not gonna, you feel me, go against what I'm telling you. You know? Listen, I'm telling you, have your own mind, please. Do not fall for the hokey doke. Do not fall for the toxic relationships. Do not fall for the you giving out more than what you getting back. You know what I'm saying? There are people out here who are skilled at war, baby, of basically playing in other people's energy. You know what I'm saying? Because they cannot look at themselves. They don't want to look at themselves. They cannot heal the past because they're too stuck in the present. You know what I'm saying? So the wounds that were the people before them are also theirs. And they don't know how to heal them that easy because they're so just, you feel me, manipulated by what is. And not actually going back and taking out what's no longer benefited you to get to where you're trying to go because they're afraid. It's all just fear, baby. But I know one thing. Stop ignoring the fact that you seen that outburst. Stop ignoring the fact that you seen that glance, that side eye. You know what I'm saying? That talking under the breath. You feel me? Stop ignoring how when you walk into a room, people look at you and be whispering. Don't ignore those things. Those are key indications, you feel me, of things you got to watch out for. But they're also the very things we ignore. You know what I'm saying? And those things are very important because they're so minuscule. They're so small. You feel me? That we tend to ignore them because we worried about other shit. You feel me? But I'm telling you, the things we don't pay attention to the most are actually the most very important key components to life. That's going to help us elevate and grow and find yourself. Watch, pay attention, assess the situation, do what's good for you, do what makes you happy. Do not fall for anybody with short time tempers, short time red flags. You feel me? Because maybe what they're presenting is a facade. And by the time you want to get out, it's already too late. You feel me? Focus on you and do not fall for the hokey doke. You feel me? Listen, this is a lesson for everybody, not just for myself. I see it all the time. Little boys, little girls, men, women, everybody just seem like they out here tricking everybody. Everybody just getting tricked. Everybody just out here wanting somebody for something. I think we just been taught to think like that. If you take the time to work on you, because the universe is going to push you there, whether you want to get it or not. You're going to be able to think, damn, I can acquire everything I want in life, but I rightfully earn it for me. Can't nobody take it. Because I didn't do it by burning people or cutting corners. I actually went within and found myself. And I didn't allow other people to harness on that. I went inside me and harnessed on my own and got what I deserve rightfully. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you, baby. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.